Man, you come straight out of a coma. I know you are a huge video gamer. And one of the things, two things that I've always asked when it comes to this show is, when did you first fall in love with video games? And what was it about them that truly captured your heart?
Oh, man. The origin story. Well, I can actually remember being very young, but my uncle got an Atari. And it was like, what? Pong was, I think I was probably 4 or something like that. And just seeing you could control a paddleboard, or I remember Combat. Combat was where you like drive these tanks through a maze, or but you could control them. I remember being like, what? And so then, of course, probably my main era was like the Nintendo, the NES, this NES. But there was one key point where, so at one point, my family moved around all the time. We were moving all the time for this and that. So we were always kind of disrupted from school, our friends. So it really, when you're young, that really shakes you up.
Yeah.
You move somebody from their environment. It's like, who are you now? And ultimately it was a good thing because it helped me define who am I? But video games was one of them, because me and my brother, his call sign is Merlin. It's actually Metlin, but everyone thinks it's Merlin, so we call him Merlin. we stream with him all the time, and my other brother, Murphy.
Murphy, yeah.
He's my youngest brother, but Merlin is the second one. I've got 3 brothers. So, when you're young, like Murphy was is like, get out of here. He's way too young. But Metlin, we would sit down and play. We did have this simple computer game called Snake. Snake. Remember that?
Yes.
Tron. It was basically light cycles. You'd like, and we'd play snakes, and we'd try to like cut each other off, and after dinner, we'd run down the stairs, and then play that game. And it was when everything was uncertain. Who are we? Where are we? What's going on? We bonded very powerfully by sharing in this experience that was a game, and we still do it today.
I want to get this story so bad right now.
You know what? Somebody had an old Atari. I went to in the Bay Area, somebody's got they had a big like museum of old games. So you go get an Atari. Don't tell me you got an Atari. Don't tell me Will's got an Atari. But we went to go play one, and like we jumped on. We're like, oh, let's try it. And compared to today's games, it's like, it's cool, but it's not nearly as cool as what we have today.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think my Atari is still at my parents' house. I know my Super Nintendo is still at my parents' house. My main one growing up was the Super Nintendo.
Having what'd you play? Super Mario Brothers?
So my dad had like, the Gorilla storage boxes, like the really, really big ones. So we had like maybe 2 of those of just cartridges. And I remember with like the Game Boy coming out and like the Game Boy Color, they had an adapter where you would put the Game Boy cartridge in the Super Nintendo cartridge, and then you could play your Game Boy games on the Super Nintendo.
That's right. I remember that. That's right.
So whenever like if my Game Boy's like batteries died, which they did like all the time because it was the Game Boy, I would just take the cartridge and play Pokemon on the Super Nintendo.
Nice.